Yes, you were on your cell phone, and we have two officers back at Saanich and Douglas that observed you on a silver cell phone.
This was 1 year ago this month when BC cell phone ban came into effect. But they weren't handing out tickets, they were handing out advice before the fines kicked in February. Police work isn't always about handing out tickets, it's also about taking a break to educate and change behaviors. Today, instead of cell phones, it was about what is probably your most precious piece of cargo.
Right now, so you can start in there and just see.
The Integrated Road Safety Unit, or IRSU, set up here at Hillside Mall to educate parents on how to properly strap in their children when they're in cars, whether it's with car seats or booster seats.
There's no more vulnerable person in a car than a child or an infant in a baby seat. They have no choice of when they're going, where they're going, the route that they take, or how they're buckled into their car. So it's up to us to educate drivers, parents, grandparents, friends on how to put that seat in properly.
This team is taking time to review what the proper height, weight restrictions are, as well as how secure your child should be. Judy Dryden is an educator with the BCAA Traffic Safety Foundation and a former nurse. She's seen what can happen to babies who aren't strapped in properly during accidents.
The reason that we want kids rear-facing as long as possible is they've got big heads compared to the rest of their body. Their neck muscles are weaker and their bones are softer.
So to make sure they're up to speed, the officers get a quick refresher on child restraint seats. After getting the ins and outs of what to check for, it's time to get parents educated.
I think some of them are surprised that once they know how to put in the seat, really how easy it is.
All children under the age of 9 need to be secured in a child car seat or booster seat. If your child is under the age of 1 and under 20 pounds, they should be rear-facing. If they're older than a year and between 20 to 40 pounds, then it should be a front-facing seat.
Mommy's going to put her fingers just right under here and just see how tight that is now.
These seats, once strapped in, shouldn't move more than an inch.
If you pull on this and pull the seat up, then you should be able to get it into a more upright position. There you go. There you go.
One thing that may surprise you, these seats have an expiry date.
There is concerns about, in some cases the model types do get outdated, but the plastic can get damaged. People drop seats, seats sit out in the sun, harnesses can start to become frayed or faded.
This can either be intimidating or welcoming to parents. The ones we spoke to today were more than happy to get some tips.
It's actually very, very positive. I think everybody is concerned for the safety of their children, especially in a collision and when they're in their vehicles.
It is, yeah, because, life gets busy and you just kind of think, get the kids in there and they don't want to be strapped in and you're just kind of like, But really, at the end of the day, you got to take that time and the effort and everyone's safe.
While this is just education, there is a fine if your child isn't properly put into a car seat or a booster seat. A steep $109 that can be avoided if you get the education and learn to properly put in these child restraints. In Victoria, I'm Shetta Singh, your health and wellness specialist.
He could be your father, brother, or son.